Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American Finals. Our teams are Cognitive Gaming and Team Dignitas. So let's just have a little look what they had to do to actually get here. Now, Cognitive Gaming meet in the round of 8, Myoelectric. In the semi-finals, Vicious and Delicious to get here. And Team Dignitas beat Reason Gaming and Last Resort. So they've all done really well to get here. They're all very good teams to actually get up to. As generally we kind of see with a lot of like the teams now in the Hi Rez tournaments, the skill level is coming up. Oh, looks like we're going to have some early action going off at the 46 seconds to go. Athena goes in, Creeping Curse goes out. Good stun from Ymir and a snare from Neef. This Berserker's Barrage goes out, could possibly take down Summoncon. Summoncon manages to get out of there, and a beautiful rain of arrows from Zapman manages to pick off Ching there, which is really early aggression, fantastic early aggression as well. But lucky enough for Ching, he's got 25 seconds before the game starts, so he will be able to get back into position before the game starts, and we can kind of see how all the costs kind of work out that way. So first blood for Armor, she's now at 1900 compared to everyone else, and everyone else that got an assist, which was the entire rest of Team Dignitas, got a little bit of XP and 50 gold. So gold wise it's not a lot, but that XP is definitely considerable. Just think of it as like a whole buff camp kind of to everybody. Well, a little bit of a buff camp to everybody. So it's really nice. Obviously all the assists aside, good stun there and snare as well. Barkus jumps out of the way, but Berserker's Barrage and everybody's attacks there. Probably a water burst finally picked that one off as the kill did to go to MLC Stealth. So everyone's just kind of splitting up to pick up their buffs at the moment. So let's just kind of go over what we've got. So for Cognitive Gaming, we have KO on Neef, running over to the left lane here, just getting over that way. We've also got Omega on Hell, MLC Stealth on Hebo. We've got Xing on 4, just moving over there on the right-hand cooldown buff. And then allied we have on Ymir, over there supporting KO on Neef. For Team Dignitas, we've got Zapman on Artemis. It's good to see Artemis in. Artemis was probably one of the very first probably was the first ranged AD character we had in Smite. Always good to see Artemis up again, especially in the competitive scene. It's always good to see up against Hell nonetheless. So that's really good. We've got the Bess, obviously on Agni in the mid, up against old Hebo. So he's obviously Best is really good. And then we've got Lazarus on, it's not Samucon, it's Humbats. Oh, better get back over to Hell. Hell's in a bit of trouble here, trying to keep herself healed up there, just getting out there. Zapman in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of aggro, uses Rain of Fire, Rain of Arrows to actually pick off the Hell, but with the creep aggro very early on at level 3, it just rips you down there. So at least he managed to get a kill anyway, kill secure. It wasn't for nothing, that was great. So it's just pretty much an even trade. Good teleport back in by Zapman, getting straight over there, getting back, and then Hell has rotated back over to the right hand side with Athena. So let's just finish off what we've got. So we got Alatoni on Athena here matching up against Hell. So these are the two solo lane gods we've got, and then Shadow Q obviously is the last member of Team Dignitas over there on Barkus with Artemis on the right hand lane. So it's a really action-packed game early on. Ymir needs to be a bit careful. Obviously, Artemis doesn't have the blue buff, but good mana-wise. Let's see if it's got some mana pots still left over, so Allied needs to be a little careful. Then Rain of Arrows do start to hurt up. It's a very good skill to keep gods down with health, obviously, at the start. But around level 3, if you get them down to about half health, by the time you get to the level 5 fight, their health's already regenerated. As you can kind of see with Allied in a minute, just a couple of health pots just brings him right back up to it. Xing obviously in the jungle there, just down the back, just clearing off all the buffs, going back for the gold camps, just quick as so. Mid laners have both gone back, just leaving that out, and then we'll have a little look at Omega and Anatoni. So they've got Hell there, very good lane push. So Anatoni, Athena's really good in some respects. Clearing the lane, not too bad. Obviously, can kind of pull everybody back. Then use, there we go, shielded wall here just to finish off that there. Takes a little bit longer. He uses about 2 skills to like Hell as well. Hell has to use 2 as well just to kind of clear the waves out. Got a really early Doom Orb coming out onto the best here, actually. He's going to rush that Doom Orb out straight away, keeping them level 1 boots, just so he can get it out that little bit faster. That's about, what is it, about 2,300 gold? About 2,300 gold, I believe, or about 2,300 gold. He's putting straight into that Doom Orb. Humbat's getting caught out there. Obviously, they're possibly going to go for a little gank on the left-hand lane. Decide not to. Just going to pick up that little gold camp. Now, Xing going up in the air. Let's see who they're going to go for. Athena's behind Hebo, so he needs to be a little kind of careful there. Where is he going to go? Decides not to actually engage. We have Zapman and Shadow Q actually rotating over as well. So now we've got a 4-man team. Well, we've actually got all 5 of Team Dignitas over in the middle lane. And here we go. So Omega getting caught off on the left-hand side. Could be in a bit of trouble here. Rain of Fire and Stun. Humbat and the ultimate coming out there. Pushed against the wall. Xing is over. Great. And a Neef ultimate's going to come in. Pin off Lazarus. Lazarus in a bit of trouble. Taking a few auto attacks. He might actually be able to get away with this one. There's no actual stun wall to come out. As I think there was a graphic glitch and we didn't actually see that. So very close there. Both sides got parties down very low. But then they managed to just get out. Just cooldowns and teammates just not getting there in time. Obviously, Hell was very lucky that Xing arrived, but then again, Lazarus was very lucky that the stun wall had already come out. So Hebo doing the same thing with the Doom Orb, rushing that Doom Orb out straight away, sticking with the level 1 boots, just trying to get them stacks up so quickly and everything else. We do see as well on the tanks, or the supports, Barkus and Ymir going for the Watcher's Gift first, instead of like Vanguard. The solo lanes now potentially take the Vanguard up very well. Obviously, the Watcher's Gifts, they have to be slightly careful as we see that the tanks are taking a little bit more damage now in lane. This is kind of back to the way the game was before Vanguard was actually introduced to the game. Like Barkus there, you can see taking a lot of damage, would have been reduced by quite a bit. Rain of Fire coming out there. We see Athena's ult and Artemis' ult coming out. Xing coming back down, but a bit too late in that respect. And just needs to get out of there. Neef just trying to run. Creep and Curse coming out. Not much they can do. Rain of Arrows straight onto Xing just to kind of keep that health down. Not going to do too much to it though. But yeah, like I was saying, with good stun wall. Tectonic Rift, should I say? I keep calling it stun wall, but Tectonic Rift going out there onto the 2. Well, just Zapman and Anatoni. So yeah, as I was saying, with the Watcher's Gift, it's good health regen. You just got to be very careful in engagements. You're going to take a slightly more damage than they're used to, as they're probably used to like Vanguard. We got Anatoni. Oh, getting deflected off the beautiful allied wall. Ultimate from obviously Sun Wukong and the monkey toss there as well. Neef goes down instantly because she was pinned up against the tower, which was pretty good wall in most respect. Stun going off there on Anatoni. Berserker's Barrage, and then Hell obviously just using her free just to finish that one off there. Good amount of actual kills coming out here. Hebo now finishes Doom Orb. Same with Agony's not quite there yet. Probably about the same as gold. Only a few like 100 gold off. So he should the best should be getting there anytime soon. Probably on his next back will pick up his Doom Orb. But Hebo he's going to have a few chances. Like every kind of few minutes he's away, we'll have the chance to stack up. Everything's going on. But there's a lot of action coming over on this right-hand lane. Obviously, left-hand lane for Zapman and Shadow Q. Obviously, really fun to that. So we see Celerity Boots coming off on both tanks. Obviously, I expect Midas Boots. Yeah, Midas Boots did come up onto Barkus there. So they're really just pushing for that extra gold. I say gold per 5. That's pretty much how it's going to work. So you can see like every on Watcher's Gift, you get 1 gold per gold per 5 increased by 1. That works really nice. Obviously, it takes a while for it to actually pay off. But if you're going to push it to the late game, especially with Midas Boots, you're going to pay for that yourself as well. Midas Boots take 12 minutes for them to actually pay once you resell it back. Zapman taking a lot of damage out of KO and allied with that 1 Rain of Arrows, sorry. Rain of Arrows and them auto attacks. Good snare. Actually blowing up a weave. Stun there as well. Manages to get out. Xing coming in. Berserker's Barrage onto Zapman. Zapman in a little bit of trouble. Get Tonic Rift coming out there. Good wall by allied blocking in Barkus as well. So a good, brilliant gank there by Xing coming in just behind, obviously, onto... Well, didn't actually hit Artemis, but got there good enough. Good stuns as well. Picking up all those. And yeah, Xing did really well. Well, actually, they all done really well. You got perfect stuns coming off from Allied on Ymir. Then you've got obviously Xing coming down at the right time, and it's just really good communication. Obviously, you expect that in the high level teams as well. This is, if you kind of look at it, the old teams Snipe and Root. So this is Team Cognitive Gaming and Dignitas, obviously picked up by fuller teams. Well, I wouldn't say, yeah, just picked up by new teams, progressing in the Smite competitive scene more. Always great, always good to know, always express. And we see Lazarus going on to the right side, will be spotted by the ward that was just put down by Allied. Well, actually, no, the ward from Allied is already down, and Lazarus actually put down his own counter ward to actually get rid of that. So, seeing as he saw he was actually seen already, decides to back out. We see Athena going for Mystical Mark now. Obviously, you get that more lane clear presence, and obviously when you're in team fights, that Mystical Mark damage actually works really well. So, yeah, the best in the mid. Falling behind, actually, MLC Stealth. Obviously, MLC Stealth has got 1 kill, and the best only has 1 assist. So you can kind of see that little bit kind of match up in the gold differences. There's like 300 gold there. Just kind of makes that up. Obviously, they've both got their Doom Orbs now. Literally, builds are mirrored, apart from the fact that I'm surprised, actually, the best hasn't got any actives. But obviously, he's finally got his Doom Orb. Oh, perfect, like Rain of Fire and Flame Wave there. Obviously, Lazarus there off onto Xing. There was just the push down the ultimate to push him out of the way, just so he could run there. It's more of a defensive ult, just to kind of protect himself. Now we see also Ymir on the right-hand side could have been caught out a little bit in the jungle. We had Zapman around one side of this large jungle pillar, and obviously Alatoni, Shadow Q round the other side. We also see Heartseekers coming off onto Lazarus and Zapman on Artemis and Humbats. We only see one Heartseeker at the moment on Cognitive Gaming coming off on the Neef. Obviously, on the Neef works out fantastically. Well, to be honest, we see all the ranged AD characters. Well, most ADs now and most damage dealers will pick up the stacking damage items. Obviously, by stacking damage items, I mean Heartseeker and Doom Orbs. Obviously, you only with the new changes, you only lose half the stacks rather than all the stacks, which works. You'll never lose all your stacks. Basically, you'll have, if you keep getting killed a lot, you're going to go down quite low, but you'll never really go below 10, 15, probably about the amount that you're going to stay at. So it's still kind of good in those respects. We don't see Devourer's gloves come out that much anymore. Obviously, they can pick up different life steals, but most of the time they just go after like damage items that we can kind of see. I'd like to see obviously what life steal items that the competitive players come out with now. Obviously Devourer's gloves was good, but it's one of them like early game kind of items for the life steal, especially now. You kind of had it for the hard hitting. There was no attack speed, but it would hit hard. Hebo needs to be a little bit careful there. Obviously putting out that ward will be countered straight away, but yeah, Devourer's gloves there was very good for hard. We mainly used it for like getting the extra damage out. Oh, Hebo going to get a little bit overhand smash. Lazarus managed to get out of the way before the water spout come up and knocked him into the air. Xing over by the little gold camp. But yeah, the Devourer's gloves did a lot of upfront damage as well, obviously increasing your physical power. Now it's all done by the Heartseeker. They can pick up Soul Eater, which obviously gives you the increased attack speed as well, and then possibly go for like Executioner, Titan's Bane as well, just to get that extra penetration, because you always want a bit of penetration coming out. And then we also have Jotun's Wrath also as another option. We'll probably see Lazarus come out with Jotun's Wrath, or probably Xing as well, and then maybe Executioner a bit more on the ranged ADs. We have Xing on the right hand side, ganking onto Zapman. Zapman uses ultimate. We see Malnir's Hammer going out, Intoxication going out, Berserker's Barrage, and the Neef ultimate as well, just to pick up Zapman. Lazarus coming in just a little behind, will pick up Allied as well there. Athena ultimate coming in there, Water Spout, Neef managing to pick up Barkus. Rain of Fire coming in. Hebo's ultimate going out. Another Rain of Fire coming down onto Xing. Will pick that one up. So the best picks that up. And Lazarus will get MLC Stealth just in the end. Whew. Whoa, what was that? That was a 2-on-3 trade there for Team Dignitas. Luckily enough, the engagement started with obviously Xing going in there and everything like that. that gank started, and then the perfect rotation, because everyone was kind of on the right hand side of the map anyway, just to come in there and help out everybody. And yeah, just perfect rotations by people. It was great. So who died? Anybody with stacking items? No, we didn't see anybody with a stacking item go. So everybody that's got their... Oh, no, actually we saw Hebo go down. Hebo was the only one that was losing stacks. Now that works really well well for Agni. Obviously Agni's could be close to about 50 stacks down, but the fact that Hebo had the Doom Orb first meant he had potentially more stacks. Gold Fury going to go completely uncontested. Hell, Omega is going to see this, but not going to do too much. But yeah, now Hebo had some reset go. Well, some of his stacks lost. The best on Agni is obviously going to be ahead in stacks now to cause more damage. Good stun onto Shadow Q, Tectonic Rift, Berserker's Barrage, just kind of everything to block him in there. Not enough to kind of keep him there, obviously, with that belly flop, just to get back out. And just, yeah, all the teams keeping together. We've got Hell on the left-hand side of the map, not doing too much, kind of was sitting in the jungle a little bit there, not too sure what was going to go on. And now we got Shin going after the jungle there, jungle camps as well. Humbat's going in there with just obviously his ultimate there with Athena's ult coming on top was a bit overkill. They managed to pick that one up enough, obviously, with the help of the best. So Hebo getting killed again, losing some more stacks. This is kind of, he's going to be, no matter where he is. Oh, good stun off there onto Xing. Path of Flames coming out there as well. We could see Athena going in there on there. Tectonic Rift comes out. Berserker's Barrage, going to be kind of a bad idea, I'd say. Rain of Fire coming down. We see the meteor straight away. Did just obviously use Malnir's hammer to get out of there, teleported. Hell was coming in, not enough though, unfortunately. The best, obviously, with Agni, just firing them meteors over the wall, just to picked him off twice now, I believe. Yeah, definitely twice now has been Xing has been picked off by the best, just with the meteors alone, Rain of Fire. So yeah, definitely Agni proving his worth in the game. Picked up he's got 3 kills now, pushed ahead, obviously now. He's got his focused Void Stone, so that extra penetration is really going to hurt as well, especially whenever he hits anybody. He's got level 17, so he's up like 2 levels on everybody, pretty much, apart from like Hell. Obviously against Xing, he's up 5 levels. So even without the penetration, he's going to hurt a lot. With full Doom Orb stacks, should be coming up to about full Doom Orb stacks now. It's about that right time. Everybody's kind of getting their stacks. But like I was saying, Hebo's probably down to about 12. Well, yeah, about 12, I'd say. 12, 15 would be the was. So even if he was at 50 before, the first death would have taken him down to 25. Then from 25, you go down to about 12, 13. If he hadn't have picked up any, like, creep kills anyway from there. Barkus, Belt to the Gods going off onto Allied. Allied getting stunned there by the best. Belly flop going out onto Allied. Allied's pretty much safe here. Not too much to worry about. There's nothing they can kind of do, obviously. Now... Oh, no, we have Lazarus coming in and Xing as well. So if Lazarus had have actually continued onto MLC Stealth, Xing would have actually landed straight on his head. So that was good play by Lazarus to actually pull out. We see some action in on the right here with Omega. We have the Spore coming out from Artemis. Omega's just trying to heal and cleanse himself so much. Xing obviously getting hit by the boar as well. And then we see Athena obviously joining in on the fight onto Omega. Good rotation. And then we see in the jungle there, the best pretty much just soloing. Who is it? Who's actually on Hebo? Hebo is MLC Stealth, sorry. And Allied there being taken down by the best as well. Berserker's Barrage going out there onto Artemis, Zatman. And then it gets taken down as well. Omega in a lot of trouble. Going to be slowed by Athena. Then just missed the best's stun. Zatman, the best actually took out Neef in the meantime as well. Omega will go down. This will be a Team Dia side. There's no way to get out of this. Will she get somebody else? No. Barkus managed to just get out of there. Zatman as well, so close to death, but managing to just put that extra damage out. So there was a quick deicide there. For Team Dignitas, very well. Just like full on action. Great. We do see some extra penetration items coming out. Spear of Magnus coming out there onto Agni. So really just going to strip any defenses that anybody decides to get. At all, yeah. So Path of Flame Dot's going to add that on. You've obviously going to get the Rain of Fire plus his passive. Flame Wave as well with his passive, obviously, do that. Agni needs to die. The best needs to die if Cognitive Gaming are going to have any. Look, 430 damage onto creeps. That is a lot. Especially when you're going to be hitting a player for pretty much the same amount, as there's not any magical protection. There's only a little bit coming out there. Belch of the Gods. We see Athena going straight in there. Managed to catch Xing and Allied. Allied getting caught out by Belch of the Gods. Rain of Fire as well. And we do see a surrender vote coming out from Xing, because pretty much this the best has snowballed out of control at level 20. And we do see an early surrender from Cognitive Gaming. And then we will go off onto game 2 to see, well, game 2 of this best of 3. So I'll see you then. Well, yeah. Have fun, guys, and we'll just have a little look over the stats just while we kind of little go. So we'll just see what damage coming out from Agni there. 12,000 damage. Well, actually, Zatman was beat him in player damage as well there. So obviously, Zatman with that focused, obviously, like he got Rain of Arrows. Then you've obviously got the Focus 2, the Steroid 2, obviously with the extra attack speed. The Boar helps a little bit, does a little bit of damage, but them extra attack speeds, obviously on an AD Gary, put out so much damage. Xing not doing too bad, 63 damage, 6,300 damage. Damage taken pretty low, and then tower damage as well. Obviously, Zatman there did 1,700 damage. Obviously, every time he got anywhere near a tower, would focus that bad boy. So strong. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, full stacks on Heartseeker probably. Well, actually, no, he died 4 times. I'd say half stacks. Where that's at. So, I'll see you guys in match 2. I'm your host, Risty, and we'll see you then.